Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of Wife Life. It's been a while since we were like in the room, right? Chilling together, talking. Missed ya? So recently, a few days ago actually, God challenged me. And if you've ever been challenged by God, you know that usually those challenges suck. It feels like He's asking a whole lot, and what I want to say back to Him is easy for you to say, God, but whenever I am challenged by God, it also comes with some type of conviction. And that's exactly what happened in this case. That conviction is what really led me to follow through on what He placed in my heart to do. The past few months have been ups and downs, ebbs and flows, but I've been feeling really disappointed and let down in my husband, in my marriage, and I had expressed those feelings to him, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. When our spouse has shortcomings, when we're feeling a certain way, it's important to communicate those feelings so that they know, where you stand, where they stand, you know. Since then, Jonathan has been walking around on eggshells, and that's probably not a completely accurate statement. It's more like he's walking around on eggshells, yes, but also like a visitor in his own home. Like he can't, like there are certain parts of me that he can't access and certain parts of the house that he can't. It's just really weird, but I guess that's the best way to describe it. And a part of me feels vindicated. Maybe that's not the right word. But a part of me has no problem with the fact that he's walking around on eggshells and uncomfortable, and it's a visitor. God really got me and revealed to me or confronted me with the fact that that's not okay, and that He is the leader in this home, and that I can't stop right at forgiveness and then try to hold back restoration on my own and say no. And so I went to scripture and just started studying, and this is what the Lord led me to read. Proverbs 18:21 says that the power of life and death is in the tongue, or life and death is the power of the tongue, depending on which version you're reading. But that got me. I had every power, everything necessary to speak life into my husband. And by me not speaking life, I was allowing death. Even though I felt like if I wasn't saying anything bad, that it also wasn't my responsibility to say anything good, because I felt like if he's in a low place, then maybe God has him there and that's where he's supposed to be. And that all makes sense to me. But I was convicted because who am I to help God to convict someone or change someone unless God invites me to do that and asks me to? And because He hadn't asked me to, and He was calling me and reminding me to be a wife and giving me every opportunity to play my role as a wife, that meant that God is going to do His part in helping my husband and changing him and shaping him, convicting him and all that, and redeeming him. My job is to support him, speak life into him, honor and respect him. And that's what I need to be doing, and not just sitting and waiting for my change to come, because that's a selfish act. And even though deep down in my heart of hearts, I wanted to not be a participant in this entire process, God had to change my heart and cause me to realize that my heart needed to be changed. So you guys will see in a second exactly how all of that played out. But I just wanted to encourage that even if you're not going through conflict and you haven't had to forgive, it is still important. It is still life-changing to speak positivity and life into your spouse. Hey guys, what's up? Okay, long day today, great day today. Let's see, what did I do? I did a Bible study today that was really, really productive. I went to go talk to a counselor today, really productive. And then tonight, went to Awaken. I think that's all that it's titled, Awaken at Concord Church in Dallas. I've never been before, so that was my first time going. That was a good experience. I typically shy away from and get nervous in settings that are just all women, especially big like women's Bible studies, conferences, stuff like that. I get really uncomfortable, and I don't know, just feel like, oh, I gotta get out of here, or I'm like, where's the testosterone, because I feel a lot of estrogen. But I'm getting better at it. I've been praying for God to really help me and deal with whatever it is inside of me that makes those situations hard. Sorry, that was a burp. My bad, guys. But yeah, so all in all, a great day. I got to worship. I got to pray for women and to be prayed over by women. And it was great. It was really, really good. So I felt inspired earlier today. I was really thinking about Jonathan in my Bible study. And a thought came to me that I want to make sure that I am telling him who he is and reminding him of who he is. Because sometimes our husbands can do things and you just be looking at them like, that's not, what are you doing, fam? What are you doing? And we tend to add insult to injury by letting them know our disappointments. And some people are okay with carrying all of that, but I know that for every time that I let him know that I'm disappointed, I need to also be building him back up, because in moments like that, in moments of conflict, that's the best time for Satan to come in and start whispering words of doubt and feeding insecurities and stroking egos. And I don't want any of that, okay? If I'm helping to tear him down, I need to be helping to build him back up. And not leaving him in the dust because I feel the self-righteous right to do that, because you hurt me, so pick yourself back up. It's my job to push you down. You figure out how to get up on your own. That's, in a marriage, that's not realistic. That's not right. And I mean, as a Christian, it's not right, right? So, so my assignment to myself tonight, I am reading my journal. And I'm wearing this shirt, and it says build him up. I don't know if y'all can see, build him up, and it's stairs. And a wonderful woman that I met on Instagram sent me this shirt, so you guys can hit her up. I'll put her information in the description, and so you guys can find her. But I was just reminded that I need to build my husband up. So tonight in my journal, I am going to write out who my husband is and what he is. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to pray over this list because I really want it to be impactful, and I want God to speak to him through this. And then tomorrow, I am going to sit down with him and read this to him and remind him of who he is from someone who knows him. Okay, and the reason why it means more coming from your wife or your husband is because we know everything. And well, not everything, only God knows everything, right? And God knows you and loves you. He knows you and your dirt and still calls you holy, which is already a hard pill to swallow. But God isn't, you know what I mean? Your spouse is. So I can be that representation for him in the physical form and let him know because our opinions are so important to our spouse, and they should be. So they should hear all of that from us and not from everyone else. So yeah, so that's what I'm about to do. And then I will go to bed. I'll call him to bed because he fell asleep on the couch. I'm sure he's up right now. Probably on Instagram, but... Okay, so I finished the list. I have 27 things so far. I'm saying I finished, but I'm going to stop right now and see if there is any more that I want to add tomorrow. But the Bible tells us that the power of life and death is in the tongue, and that's everything. The power of life and death of your marriage is in the tongue. The power of life and death of someone's spirit is in the tongue. The power of life and death of someone's literal life is in the tongue. And so I think it's time that I take that more seriously. That instead of just encouraging my husband in like the rah you can do it type of way, letting him know who he is to me, who he is, period. Because when we do that for people, we give them a guiding light, and even if that person doesn't always make that mark, because I wrestle with giving people a title if there's no consistency there, right? So I just expect, well, if you messed up, I'm not going to call you a great steward. Let's use that as an example. If you mess up sometimes, no, like I take that title seriously. This is a badge that you need to earn. But knowing that the power of life and death is in the tongue, if you want that area of someone's life to really come to life, then speak into their life. Speak positivity and encouragement. And for every time that you remind people that they don't make the mark, encourage them when they're trying to. Encourage them when they're reaching for it, when they're stretching for it. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone there. And yeah, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to go get him first because I would like to go to bed with him. More that. So, baby. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yesterday I felt really, really convicted. Why your eyebrows go up?
So we're starting this off?
Yes, I felt really okay. I felt like over the past couple of weeks, I've given you a lot of negativity, and I think like when somebody is mad, the things that we say when we're mad can be hurtful, but the things that we say when we're hurt are lasting. So I was studying, and you like to read Proverbs, so I was reading Proverbs. Proverbs 16 and 24 says, "Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones." And so, then of course, me and honey. So I was looking up, the properties of honey, and that it can be used as an antioxidant, and that people use it to clean scars and to heal wounds, and obviously for allergies. So I thought that I should speak life, into you because I feel like I didn't necessarily speak death to you, but I wasn't encouraging. So last night, while you were like dozing in and out of sleep in the living room,
I was good sleep.
With that hat on your face, I wrote some stuff down just to speak life into you. You ready?
No. Trying to be crying and stuff.
No, don't cry. You got this. I just wanted to do this for you. I was crying while I was writing this stuff.
I don't cry then.
Huh?
I don't cry.
No. Don't cry. Because it's all good. Ready? I'll skip. Me too. You are the keeper of my heart. You are my best friend. You are a great dad. You are a smart man. You are an excellent provider. You make everyone around you bold. You are a man after God's heart. You are handsome, extra fine. You have an infectious joy. You are anointed beyond words. You have the power to command the mountains to move. You have been a blessing to thousands. You are the leader of our family, and we trust you to lead us well. You are a creator just like your creator. Sin has no power over you. Pride has no place in your heart. Shame has no hold on you because boldness surrounds you. You are the son of a faithful God, so faithfulness is in your DNA. You are not your past. You are forgiven. You have a safe place here with me. You're better up close than from a distance. You are stronger and smarter than any trick of Satan. You can have victory in God because he will always fight for you. You are worthy of my love, my honor, and my respect. You grow in the knowledge and grace of God daily. Nothing is impossible for you. Wise men will surround you, and you will become wiser. You are an example to others in word and in love. You are a living epistle. Your testimonies are not finished, and they will be great. The end.
Well,
I think that was 30.
well.
Yeah. Okay. I really just wanted to speak life into you, and I'm sorry I was rushing through those because I didn't want to completely break down. But
Yeah, you got me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, I just felt like maybe I haven't done a great job of. I don't know. I think there's a difference between encouraging and speaking life.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do that for you. How do you feel?
I feel empowered. It feels good, man. It feels good.
And I just want you to have the freedom, I guess, without the pressures of that. Just the freedom to know. I don't know if you already do, but just to know that you can lead us and that you lead us well and that you don't have to prove anything to me that you're a good leader. Because I already think you are. And I don't want it to feel like it's like me and the girls and then you. And I think sometimes without trying, I can turn it into that. And I don't want it to be that. It's not that. You are our leader, not just like mine and then I lead the girls, you know?
Yeah. I have a cool family.
Yeah.
Me too.